All right. Hello, sir.
How's it going, guys?
Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm one of the owners of Rock Pirates RC, along with my wife and my sons Christian and Connor.
Sweet.
So,
About how long have you been in the hobby?
well, I've been playing with RCs since I was probably, I don't know, I was probably junior high school, and but Connor got me into the RC crawler specifically probably about 4 years ago. So I've been saturated and in love with these things ever since.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
About how many RCs do you personally own?
Oh boy. Including airplanes and slope gliders and tanks, and yeah, we do everything. We've got RC tanks, the 1/16th scale Tamiya tanks. Used to run a club called SoCal Area Tankers, and we still have all of our buildings and all of our tanks. So we still do that, but just haven't had time for it since we started on the rock crawlers. But if I had to count all my RCs and put them all together, oh boy, I bet you I'm probably somewhere around 40 or so.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because we got airplanes too. We fly RC planes, maybe 50.
Oh dang.
Yeah, mostly World War II stuff. We love World War II tanks, planes, you name it. So
there are times I feel bad. I have 26, so I feel like I'm just getting started.
Shoot, 26 is still a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of RCs. But yeah.
What's your go-to tire?
My favorite, and a lot of us in Rock Pirates, is the Proline Swampers.
Okay.
They just seem to work really well at the most locations, so you don't have to change them out too often. The Proline Crawlers would probably be our second, and it's a great tire. They work really good at places like up near Sand Hollow in Utah. The crawlers are awesome up there. Around here, the crawlers work great, but the Swampers, I don't know. For me, it's my tire, so I mostly run my Swampers. But I do have other tires as well, but the Swampers are probably on 90% of my rigs.
Yeah. What made you want to start an RC company?
Well, that's a great question, but the main thing was for us is we really fell in love with the rock crawlers, and like everyone else, we wanted to start doing upgrades, and we started looking around and wanting specific things, and found that there was a small market for it, but not really what we were looking for. And so one night, me and the boys just decided, you know what, let's just start designing our own stuff. And we started off with, I think our first one was rock sliders. Did rock sliders first, and people really seemed to enjoy those. And then I really wanted to do a shock tower different than others that were available, and provide more adjustment and increase the, just provide more variety on what you could do with your shocks as far as laying them down. And if you wanted to stretch your wheelbase, still have holes available to hit holes there for the top of the shocks and keep the geometry right. And so we did shocks, and then I think it was a hardline bed after that, and then chassis, bumpers, servo trays, skids, just putting our own flavor and twist to it, and things that we knew that we would enjoy and the performance we were looking for. And just once we were able to test those and make sure those were what we were specifically wanting them to do and look like, then of course we just made them available to everybody. So
yeah.
So, and it's just super exciting where it's all going. We still got tons more projects in the works right now, and things we're going to be coming out with, and we're just in love with the hobby. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's good to see too.
What's that?
It's good to see too.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Thank you.
So what's the hardest thing about running an RC company?
Finding time to do all the things that we want to do. Because there's only 3 of us. My wife helps out when she can, but finding time, because we do social media, and we're designing parts. We're doing builds to make sure the parts perform the way we expect them to before we make them available, and doing social media so people know what we're doing and what's coming out next. Answering emails. I mean, the hardest thing for us is, we have a huge YouTube channel as well,
Yeah.
and the hardest thing is people hit us with questions on YouTube, and also on Instagram. We're big on Instagram as well, and we just don't have the time to read through all those and to get back to customers and people that just want to know more, get more information. Finding time to do that. So we pretty much let everybody know, if you got questions, the best way to get a hold of us and get support from us is through email.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you got questions for Rock Parts, please go to our email and email us. You can go to our webpage and click on there and get our email, and it's rockpiratesrc@gmail.com. So, but that's, if you got questions, hit us there, because we just don't have enough manpower to hit answer all those questions on all those other platforms.
So a little bit of a controversial question:
Yeah,
Jeep or Toyota?
Jeep.
Ah, all right.
Made in USA.
All right. Last questions are, and wrap it up so you get out on the trail.
Yeah, no worries.
What do you foresee for the future of the hobby?
Oh boy, that's a great question. For the hobby as a whole, or for rock pirates in the hobby?
Well, both, if you could.
All right. Oh, now you got me. Now we've got 2 hard questions to do. I think what we're going to see from the big manufacturers, and I don't have any insight into what they're doing, but if I had to guess, I think we're going to see RTRs become more capable. We're always going to have our entry level RTRs where people can get into the hobby at a very low cost, which is a great thing. But I think we're going to start seeing RTRs such as the Axial Pro. The Vanquish 4 dice is another one that's heading that direction. And the VFD, it's not an RTR, but who knows? That could be something in the future. I don't know, guys, but I think RTRs, we're going to start seeing a increase in performance level that we haven't seen yet, and I think the hobby is just going to continue to get more exciting and continue to grow.
It's at an awesome point for the consumer because everybody's competing, and that's good for the consumer.
Yes.
I mean, you gotta put up or shut up with the truck nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Element.
Yeah.
You've got Axial. You've got Red Cat now starting to step their game up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And so the competition's there, and it's a good thing for the consumer because it just keeps pushing everything up to the next level. And those are all great companies, and we want to keep we want to see all of them be successful and keep the momentum going up. So yeah, for sure. So for Rock Pirates, I didn't want to just dodge the question without at least addressing it. And the answer is, I can't tell you. There's too many big things coming. So yeah,
we'll just say keep your eyes peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled. Rockpiratesrc.com, and you know what? Get out on the rocks, guys. Have a great time. Be positive. Enjoy yourselves. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
And just a great hobby, and just a great way to get your mind off of the everyday things of life that provide stress and anxiety. And these trucks, you get them out there, and it's just like surfing or anything else where you're focused on what you're doing away from the craziness of life. And it's just a great way to vent and just relax, and feels great.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there we go.
All right, brother.
I'll see you out there, man.
All right.
Thank you for this.
Appreciate you. Thank you.